Welcome back to the Miami Redhawks Dynasty. It has been a long time. It has been a very long time. But if you don't remember, we do have some pretty sad losses along the way. And you know, the last two games have been against number 2 Boston College, who we lost 28-14, and then Washington, who's number 4, 38-17. Not the greatest in that one, but Boston College was pretty close throughout the entire game. But although it's been a rough year and our first one in the Big Ten, we have done pretty good in recruiting, getting a lot of 4 stars, a great 3-star there. And I mean, we're just doing pretty good in the recruiting area. We did lose DeAndre Boone, who was a gem 5-star athlete. But I mean, that's going to happen. We've also been locked out by a couple guys like Cassius Thorne and Tyler Prohl. Now, I'm going to take off Thorne, but I do think there's a chance we could get back on Tyler Prohl's watch. But we do have a chance to bounce back, and we're only 0-1 in the conference play, which puts us, you know, in the lower half at 11 right now, but that does mean we have a chance to bounce back. By no means is our season over, but Brock Lowry has had a very bad season with 8 touchdowns to 14 interceptions, which means we are making Garrison Browning our starting quarterback. He's a redshirt freshman. He's a dog. But the bad news is he does have normal dev, and he can't really get any higher in a lot of his skill caps. But one that we are looking at is accuracy, which is higher than other 2 guys ahead of him. Now, it's time to bounce back. We need to start winning these games if we want to be able to have a chance at even a bowl game. We've got to start winning because we'll have to win 5 straight if we lose this game. But we do have the overall matchup here. 86 overall, 86 offense, 87 defense against an 84 offense, 86 defense, and 85 overall. But that now leads us to a must-win game. I mean, it's a must-win game. That's all that needs to be said, is we have to win this game if we want any chance of making somewhat of an impact in our first year in the Big Ten. And you better believe that I am going to be pulling out whatever stops we can to win this game. We will be starting out with the ball first, and it's going to be interesting. Javon Tracy on the return. He transferred out in real life, and he's got some room. Javon Tracy, no shot. He's going to the house on the very opening kickoff. Nobody's in his way. First time I have ever had that happen in the new college football video game. I guess it's not new anymore, but I mean, overall, new. All right, it's 7-0. What a start. Now, I'll be the first to admit here, I didn't do anything, okay? It was very great blocking, very poor special teams from Maryland then. You know, it is what it is. I'm taking it, no complaints, as we're going to take him down at the 21-yard line. And here we go. Our first look at Maryland. They're coming out in an empty backfield. 5 wide. We're sending an extra blitz, and we might have a pick. Thomas just needs to get under it. And I screwed up. Eric Brunozzo with a 56. Oh my gosh, man. And they're going to be rushing back to the line, too. I don't get that. I don't get how I don't even go up for that. They're now coming out in a pistol formation, and we're going to have Michael Yarbrough, the cornerback, in at sub-linebacker. And Thomas this time makes up for it. The interception in the end zone. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can officially put Maryland on upset alert as Sanders has room up the gut. Trevor Sanders, how I have missed you. 2nd and 3, clock's ticking. We're passing it to Sanders again. We have to get him going. And I threw it a little late, but Sanders with a great spin to make it a 3rd and 1. Very manageable here, and we just need to get Browning a little used to the field before we start throwing some shots with him. And Sanders is going to take it on 3rd and 1 for a gain of 3 and a first down. Here we go, though. We got a chance to do something great here, and 2nd and 11. I'm going to let Browning throw it. I'm going to let Browning throw it and see what he can get us. And here we go. Browning dropping back. He's not really got anybody, but the tight end gets open, and he overthrows him by a solid 5 yards. Okay. And as you can see now, they are not playing deep at all. They know we can't throw the football. We're looking for Perry, though, and Perry is going to hold on. What a catch. Browning made a decent throw. Could have been better. I hate saying that he is our best option right now because, you know, I might have said he's got some good stats earlier, but I was just trying to convince myself on that. He definitely does not, which means we're going to have to look for a lot of underneath passes, and Cam Bynum is our really speedy wide receiver. We're going to get the ball in his hands. I forgot about him. It's been so long that I forgot about Bynum He's a guy that we have to use a lot, and we're going to be able to hit him again. He's going to make a cut. He does get the first down, though, and it's not Cam Bynum. It's Keelan Bynum. I am sorry. Bynum is going to be a staple of this team for years. And Sanders is going to cut it back on the halfback screen and another first down. We've been in full control of this ball game early, and that's what needed to happen. As now Kalu is in, and Kevin Kalu gets a solid 5-yard gain there. Although this has been a rough year, I am excited for next year. We kind of knew losing Brett Gabbert and a lot of seniors, it was going to be tough here. But it's been worse than I could have imagined. But I do know that next year is going to be a lot of fun with the new recruits coming in. And Sanders has a lane. If he can make a move, and he does, touchdown. We're up by 2 possessions now, as the extra point is up, and it is good. I think it's important that we do stick with this run game approach. We've really looked at the pass a little too much in previous games. If you're new to the series, like I said, we had 18 interceptions, I believe, or 14, 18 or 14. I think it was 14, but quite a few. That's all we need to know, and that can't happen if you want to win football games. But our defense has come to play as, after that one really big gain, all of a sudden, we're putting in some work here. There we go. And I do apologize. We lost Henry Hessen. We lost Gabbert, then Henry Hessen. And Hessen was the guy that we used last year. And this year we didn't have any experience at the quarterback positions. We brought in Brock Lowry out of the transfer portal, and he's not really done much for us except for throw interceptions. But here we go. The second quarter is about to start, and we have a firm control in this game. DeLuca's got to cover deep. Can I get the user pick? No, but I knock it free. We almost got it on the tip then too. But what a play, man. DeLuca ran the field on that, and I gotta say, that was a pretty incredible user play there as well. We got to give some credit, and I'm off at DeLuca, and we give up a first down then all of a sudden. 1st and 10 again. We're giving up quite a bit here. Defense has started to struggle as soon as I said they were putting on a show, but I think DeLuca's going to be able to get out there. I forced him to the inside, but he still gets 7 out of it. 2nd and 3. I'm looking for a run. There is no run. We're going to guard underneath, and we get a sack. Javon Hammonds has had an incredible season. Don't let the record fool you. We've had some star players on this team, and Javon Hammonds has been one of them. And that forces a 3rd and 8 situation. Kappas is going to have to get deep, and I saw him. Oh my goodness. Smart with the pick. And we have really dominated this game. He's got some room. We're going to have to spin backwards, though. We're starting with the ball at the 50, though. Alfonso Smart, what a play. And back to the run game we go. And Sanders isn't getting much. 6 for 24. I'm not too upset with it. He does have a touchdown and a lot of plays in the pass game too. As much as I'd love to take a shot, we got to be really careful doing so because of that. A sack is probably the better of worse things. We could have thrown an interception, but I need some blocking here. Keelan Bynum has press coverage. So does Cam Perry. And we have Bynum. If that's a good throw, that's going to be a touchdown. And it's a good throw. We're up 21-0 after the extra point and have absolutely dominated this game. Garrison Browning, what a throw, and 21-0 it is. Believe it or not, too, if we end up winning the Big Ten Championship, we'll still make the playoffs. We've only got 1 loss in the conference. There is a good shot we can make it. Here we go, though. 1st and 10 with 2 minutes left. We got to make sure they don't score because they do get the ball first out of halftime. And Javon Hammonds is there again. He'll get half a sack on this one as he combined for the sack. 2nd and 12. It wasn't a big sack by any means, but we do have a run here, and I did not expect that. We're going to call a timeout and see if we can get this ball back and score. I'll admit, maybe not my smartest timeout, especially if we give this up, which it's looking like we are going to. This Kappas can't keep up with the running back on that. Really dumb timeout by me. I mean, we saw what happened, and I believe it was the Notre Dame and Georgia game. And there we go. 1st and 10, they're still moving the ball down the field. Harriman has got to get better in coverage. He's kind of slow, and we do force an incompletion, they're saying. They are going to the booth to review it, and I'm guessing they're going to overturn it. And That's exactly what they did. Only 4 yards though, and they do get out of bounds, so that still stops the clock. We're sending a blitz here on 2nd and 6. We need to make sure we start getting in the backfield, and we just can't. And they break 2 tackles. And DeLuca has to come in with a hit stick, and they're already threatening inside close to the red zone. Sending another blitz though, I feel like we have to try to get something. And they read that pretty well. Again, missed tackle, but he forces him out of bounds, which isn't too bad. That gives us a chance again to get the ball back. 2nd and 4 though, I don't know how I feel about this. It seems like they are getting whatever they want. And if that was an accurate throw, that's picked off by Coleman easily. But that does now give a 3rd and 4. I was kind of expecting a run. Shocked they didn't, but he throws another interception and nobody is there. Coleman's going to have a return. We're going to knock off the 17 seed. At like 50. It's now 28-0, and they're going to get the ball back with a chance to throw a 3rd interception. It feels like we gave them Brock Lowry to throw 3 interceptions this game. This is insane. We have only scored 2 offensive touchdowns out of these 28 points. One coming from special teams, the other coming from that pick 6. As they get 3 on 1st down, that's not doing much. This will also definitely help us in recruiting if we can start knocking off teams like this. Because with our record, it's not going to help much, and a big hit from Yarborough, I don't know how he got the 1st down on that. It is what it is, though. We got to keep playing some defense, and it has been a great defense at that so far. I mean, we have let them threaten a few times, but forced turnovers both times. And they are using their timeouts like crazy right now for whatever reason. I could not tell you. We're looking for another pick, though, or just another underneath pass, and they'll use their final timeout. What in the world? We got Eberflus over here at head coach. I have no clue what's going on in Maryland with Terrapin football. But he almost throws an interception as I was out there. Again, a decent throw, and there's a chance that gets picked. 3rd and 2, prime time. Throw an interception here. And he does. What in the world? I'm playing on Heisman. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to show you guys. I'm playing on Heisman. As you can see here, I am playing on Heisman. Right there. It's for everybody to see. This is Heisman. I don't know what's going on right now. But we're going to take that chance to score another touchdown and really, really kind of put the final nail in the coffin here. We're just going to get rid of it there before we get sacked. 2nd and 10 at the 50. We have 2 timeouts. We just got to be smart. We've got plenty of time. We've got the timeouts. We've got Javon Tracy breaking, and you know, the part about being smart kind of went out the window very quickly there. Although that ball did not go where I really wanted it to, I didn't throw the greatest pass either. All right, that was kind of on me, I'll admit. And I'm kind of shocked that Maryland's coming out throwing still. After what they did in the last 3 possessions, I think 4 actually. The last 4 possessions, they have not done anything. I would not give the quarterback another chance to throw here. And that does force a 3rd and 10. I'm hoping we can get the stop, and we can. Another throwaway makes it a 4th and 10. We are going to play smart now because this is going to back us up into our territory. And, okay, you know what? We're going to look for a Keelan Bynum bomb. We're in range. If they got press coverage on Keelan, we're doing it. And they do. What are you doing? What are we doing here? We're going to block Ham and Sanders, try to get time to hit Keelan, and they got double team on him, and it's not going to work. Double team went off, and Keelan Bynum touchdown. 35-0 at halftime. What are we doing, Maryland? And that now leads us to the start of the second half. I don't know. I don't know if I'm allowed to post this on YouTube. This seems like it would break some community guidelines with a little bit of abuse here. I don't think this is legal what we're doing to Maryland. But regardless, we still have to play the second half. And, you know, maybe we do let the backups get some time. And as Michael Yarbrough brings the boom, 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 boom. Should be 5 big booms, but we're going to give 3 for now since the game's not quite over yet. We still got 2 quarters to go. So the other 2 booms will come then. And DeLuca brings the boom. The Costco. My goodness. Costco guys are having a field day watching this game. And What are we doing? I think they're afraid to throw another interception. That's what I would say is going on. And I do think we're going to start chewing the clock a little bit as another awful punt puts us at the 43. Again, I have no clue what this is. This is Heisman, and Bynum's open again. I should have set and threw, but he's still going to catch it. How in the world did he hold on? Keelan Bynum is like this video game version of Jeremiah Smith at Miami. This is insane. I would certainly put Keelan Bynum in the arguments for the greatest freshman wide receiver of all time, and Sanders is going to score again to make it 42-0, assuming that we can put this in, and we have had no trouble on the other 5 that we've put in so far, and the 6th, no different. This has been an incredible game. We're finally playing to our overall, which I don't think is quite right. With the quarterback issues that we do have, granted, I've not made the greatest throws in the past couple games, I'll be honest, all right? But I can't see us being 1-5. I also can't see us being an 86 overall team, so yeah. But we're not 1-5 anymore. We're 2-5 as DeLuca makes an amazing open field tackle that saves a lot there and forces another 3rd down. This is, like I said, this is ugly. They are throwing it here and blown up. How in the world did he catch that? Michael Yarbrough just took his head off. Yarbrough put his load into him, and I don't know how that didn't end up worse. 2nd and 8 here. We're gonna have time to get in the backfield, and I thought it was a play action, but we still get a tackle at the line of scrimmage. No gain. I'm bringing the blitz again. I gotta make sure that I understand how to use it, because like that, I feel like we give up a lot of passes. So being up 42-0, I'm going to kind of experiment and see what we can do to fix this blitz. And on 1st and 10, they got it. DeLuca makes the touchdown saving tackle. As Rayon Strader kind of got thrown off right there. Hit the weight room, young man. Hit the weight room. And I'm guessing they're going to be running it here, which they are. DeLuca is going to be there. And we've made some pretty good tackles with DeLuca today. 2nd and 6. Another run, and Lyons he got weight roomed there. Now Strader also gets weight roomed. This is what we've dealt with most of the time in this, is just the lack of tackling, which is all of a sudden back. But it does end the 3rd quarter in a blowout. This is ugly. This is ugly. 1st and 10. Can we get another red zone interception? The answer to that is not when they run the football. Rayon Strader does get over there to make the tackle, though, finally. And he's another guy that just transferred in real life. It hurts seeing some of these guys go. It's just, I understand why, but I hate the transfer portal for Group of 5 schools. And we do force a 3rd and 5. Man coverage, I'm going to guard the inside, see if that works, and I left the running back wide open. But he doesn't go there. He throws it straight to Coleman. Coleman might win Heisman off of this game alone with 3 interceptions, one of them being a pick 6, and that saves the shutout too. This has been the ugliest game of football I have ever seen on Heisman mode too. I don't know what's going on. But we've got some stars in the making here. Coleman with a great game. Keelan Bynum with a great game as well. I'm happy with the outcome of this game. And we are just going to run the clock out. There's no need to kind of press the issue, especially when we can just do whatever we want. And that's why I didn't want to. Trevor Sanders goes down injured, and we're going to put the subs in. I did the mass sub thing, and it doesn't look like it worked because Browning is still out there, but Kalu is going to get the 1st down and just go down. And that's gonna take us to the 2-minute timeout, as they call it. It's a 2-minute warning. Stop calling it that. But here we go. 1st and 10, and we just need a couple more runs to end the game out, and we get 10 more on that carry too. They can't even stop our backup running back with a backup O-line. What is going on? And why is Sanders back in? Well, it's good to know he's not injured, but I made sure to take him out manually this time. And Escobar is now in. Kalu is going to run this clock out. One more play. That's all we got to run. And we're going to take down a top 25 Big Ten opponent in only our second game in the Big Ten. Which is pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. I'll take it, man. That's going to do it. Miami's going to win this game. We're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. But that was an absolutely incredible performance by our Redhawks. We're going to sim to next week to see kind of what happens in recruiting and kind of go from there. And immediately we were greeted with a 4-star halfback commit in Kasim Winchester. It's going to be fun, him backing up the great Trevor Sanders. And we're first on everybody else's board except for the one we were 4th on. I don't know if that was one we've been locked out on, but our championship contender is going back up, so we possibly can get back in the race for some of these guys. And no surprise here, Jordan Coleman wins Defensive Player of the Week in the Big Ten, and it's probably going to be nationally. And it is. Well-deserved, 3 interceptions, 1 pick, 2 tackles. And now that takes us to our game against San Diego State. And that game will be played next episode, so make sure to come back. And, I mean, we were 1-5. We're now 2-5. We're going to go on a win streak. I feel it. I know it's going to happen. Trust me. We're going to get better. I promise. So make sure to come back for that. I'm excited to see you guys for that. Hopefully very soon. I'm hoping we can start getting videos out a little more. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like. And I mean, if you've made it this far, why not sub? Why not sub as well? I appreciate you all. Everybody who's part of the community. It's been awesome. You guys are amazing, and I couldn't ask for a better community. But again, thank you so much, and we're going to go on a win streak. Make sure to be back, and I will see you guys very soon. Have a great rest of your very new year, and let's go start getting some wins. Peace.